Alvaro! Woo! Real Madrid drew in the derby with Atletico Madrid. Barcelona then blew the chance to go 10 points clear when they lost against bottom three-side Almeria. Let's talk about the derby first of all.
Of course, none of the top four won in La Liga, by the way. So Real Sociedad also lost against Valencia. But yeah, the game of the weekend was the Madrid derby between Real Madrid and Atletico, especially after what happened at Anfield. It looked like Real Madrid was very, very favourite to win this game, but it wasn't to be. In fact, I think that Atletico de Madrid was as good as Real Madrid, maybe not dominating the play, but still capable of minimizing Real Madrid. Just Los Blancos couldn't have many chances, and I think that there was a moment in the game that also was very crucial, which is the send-off of Correa, because he was sent off when the game was still 0-0. By the way, 90 red cards in La Liga. I think that in Serie A we have had 40, and in the Premier League and in Germany we have had even less.
Right.
But, you know, the Spanish referees are tremendously strict, yes. But Real Madrid got a point. It looked like a bad point. And then at the end, it was a very good point for them because Barcelona lost on Sunday.
That elbow controversy and Simeone gesticulating, Simeone gesticulating, that would have been a really good moment to bring in the apex height stat. Because there was a massive difference between Rudiger and Correa, as Simeone pointed out.
Yeah, there was a massive difference. And I think that, honestly, Correa couldn't believe his eyes. But, you know, he just did that. And
was he aiming for the face but hit him below because he couldn't actually get up there?
Expected apex height.
Yeah.
The expected hit of the apex.
Which are the odds of Correa just hitting Rudiger? He needs basically like a ladder just to hit him in the face, basically. I don't think Correa was intending to do anything very harmful for Rudiger. He just wanted to get rid of him. But
they had to send somebody off from Atletico Madrid, didn't they? Because they always do.
And for example, Savic in the last Clásico Madrid derby, he was sent off. And as I said before, in La Liga, referees are very strict. That's the thing.
The last 5 players sent off in this fixture, all Atletico players.
There you go. And that's why Simeone was clapping at the box where Atletico de Madrid's owner was, Gilmarín. Because I think Simeone knows that he has to put some pressure on Real Madrid and everything that's happening. And Atletico de Madrid, after the game, sent a really strong statement saying that was what happened in the game was regrettable and that they always suffer this type of refereeing decisions when they play against Real Madrid. He even questions the integrity of La Liga referees and after the Enriquez Negreira thing. And the truth is that Real Madrid can be also very exigent with referees. If you watch Real Madrid TV, and it's an exercise that I recommend to Spanish-speaker people who are interested in how you can pressurize a referee. It's very interesting because in the previews of the games, Real Madrid are singling out the referee and they are talking about him and they are talking about the decisions that referee has made against Real Madrid. So, you know, in the same way that Barcelona, they are investigating them, they have done something terrible. It's true that Real Madrid, they don't do anything terrible or illegal, but the pressures of two referees in Real Madrid TV are incredible too. So I think Simeone wants the same pressure from his own owner towards the referees as well.
Okay. Despite going down to 10 men, Atletico took the lead in this game before Real Madrid came back with your friend Alvaro Rodriguez, 18 years old, yet another hot prospect from Uruguay.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he could have played for Spain because he was born in Palamos, but his parents are... Palamos is in Catalonia, but his parents are Uruguayan. And
no? I went to Palamos in June.
Me too. I went to Palamos like before.
Did the rhythm take you over?
Never been to Palamos. Never in my life. But yeah, he looks like a very good player. He was
Ricky Martin or
I think it's Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique Iglesias.
He would have gone to Palamos, I'm sure.
Te quiero, no me olvides.
There you go, Alvaro.
Yeah, nice voice as well.
Very nice.
You don't know about this voice.
A little bit of guitar under that.
Yeah.
Boom. Christmas number one.
The Spanish Ed Sheeran there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, good night for Alvaro Rodriguez. As I said before, he will play for Uruguay, by the way, sadly. Another prospect that goes to South America, like Garnacho, who is very likely to play for Argentina.
The jump on the goal, by the way. I mean, I
Apex
know
height.
it's tall, it's big, but the
Yeah.
apex height of the jump was really, it's a hell of a header.
I'm just looking up what the song's actually called.
It's
What's-
Bailamos.
Bailamos.
Bailamos,
Okay, we dance. Fine,
Yeah.
Bailamos. Right. Good. Oh, was that Diego Simeone's final derby in the capital?
Good question. I think that nobody can really tell because Diego Simeone will be the owner of his own future.
But from the club's point of view, there's not a move to start a fresh chapter.
No, it will be very unlikely that they sack Diego Simeone because I think that Atletico's prime main target in every season normally, the primary target is to qualify for the Champions League, just to get the finances of the club right. So I think that as long as Simeone keeps on doing that, it will be his own decision, really.
Okay, they're currently fourth, but they're only 2 points ahead of Real Betis, Man United's next opponents in the Europa League.
We lost
but
Nabil Fekir.
That's it. Yeah,
So sad.
maybe he's the best player of Betis. Maybe he is, and he won't be available because he did his ACL again.
Again,
Yeah.
Against Elche.
Right.
The poor
Next.
Fekir.
So bad. The guy is hurt, and then you just pour more misery on him.
Jules.
Next up for Real Madrid in cup action is the Copa del Rey semi-finals, and that's on Thursday when they take on that Barcelona. Woof.
That Barcelona who lost to Almeria in the
Yeah, what
weekend.
happened there, Alvaro?
A few things. Xavi said that it was the worst game of the season for them, and I think that it became clear again, so obvious that Barcelona has 11 good players who have to start every game if possible,
Right.
and then the rest of the players, they are significantly worse. And I think that Xavi got it wrong when he fielded the defensive line because he used Sergio Roberto, Eric Garcia, and who else was there? Jordi Alba, who is not that bad, but all together with Araujo, they don't, or with Christensen, they just don't work. They just don't work. And the truth is that if you add up Pedri's absence, who is probably the most important player in Barcelona, not the best necessarily, but the most important, and Dembélé, of course, but Dembélé has a clear replacement. Rafinha, he's not as good, but he offers the same profile. But Pedri is the one who sets the tempo of Barcelona, and then the defense was a makeshift defense. So I think that Barcelona just lost a massive chance of getting 10 points clear of Real Madrid.
Okay, they remain eight points. 7
points now.
They remain 7 points clear, which is not bad, but it hasn't been a great week for the Catalans. Of course, knocked out by Manchester United the previous Thursday. What was the reaction in Spain to Real Madrid's astonishing comeback at Anfield? 5 unanswered goals. It was thinking back, it wasn't unlike that Germany-Brazil game or even the Bayern-Barca in the sense that you had a couple of early goals, felt like the game was pretty much there for either side, and then bang, just one team almost scoring for fun.
Yeah, plenty of pride by Real Madrid media outlets, that's for sure. And also admiration, I would say, by the rest of us neutrals, I think, because what they did was very special. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that you start scoring the goals and cork the game yourself, you know. It was Liverpool who scored 2 goals. Then there were a couple of turning points, and everyone, I think, recognized that. Vinicius cutting the deficit to 2-1, and then Militao scoring 3-2 in the second half. And you know, for the Real Madrid fans, this is taken pretty much like another gift by Real Madrid because last season in the Champions League, they went through an adventure that they couldn't have expected. Just coming back in every tie against PSG, against Liverpool, no, not against Liverpool, sorry, against Manchester City, against Chelsea. They came back after winning at Stamford Bridge, but then at the Bernabéu, they were virtually out for a number of minutes. So this is like another little gift from Real Madrid to them. Let's see if in the second leg, Real Madrid has the right game plan because, you know, it's very tempting to defend in that game after having won 5-2 at Anfield. But I don't think that they will, really. I think that Real Madrid will take that game with a similar approach to the way they are taking some other big Champions League games.
The Totally Football Show podcast is available 3 times a week, bringing you all the football news you could reasonably be expected to care about. We've got views, we've got stats, we've got analysis, we've got some of the best football writers around, and the whole thing is absolutely free. So have a listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or all the usual places by clicking on the link below.